When you own as much land as we own in the county, it just makes sense to make it available to the public. It is public land, and so to make it available to the public was the right thing to do.
Now, with the way we've expanded our trail system and the use of the river, everybody gets to enjoy it. Something very, very unique. It's one of the few things I can say truly that brings our entire community together. It's a shared asset, loved the same way by every person.
The river just seems to be this unbelievable common denominator through which everyone can find their own sense of place.
Tarrant Regional Water District. You may know us as one of the largest water suppliers in the state of Texas. Maybe you've seen us in the Trinity River floodway, maintaining and repairing levees that serve to protect us from the catastrophic floods of the past. For TRWD, water supply and flood control will always be top priorities. But we're more than that. After years of quiet success, we're inviting you to come and see for yourself. So hop on board. Let's go for a ride.
When I started in '83, the Water District looked at the Trinity more as just a flood control structure. Back then, we only mowed twice a year. So there was Johnson grass about waist high through the whole floodway. And so I used to drive around and see people trying to walk on the floodway and fight their way through the Johnson grass, and thought, you know, there's got to be a better way to do this.
And so with that observation and humble beginnings, the Tarrant Regional Water District began an effort spanning decades to bring people to the river and to build the network of trails you now see as part of the Trinity Trail system.
Instead of having flood control infrastructure that pushes people away from the river, the Water District has said, let's bring people to that. So let's build trails on that infrastructure. Let's bring people closer to the river by putting some recreational infrastructure there.
TRWD took a big leap of faith on trying to use its assets to their full potential. We've been using our river for a long time for water supply and for flood control, but to fully use all of our assets, we had an enormous opportunity in green space to go ahead and provide even more opportunity for our community.
And everything we've done has been with the city, with the county, with Streams and Valleys.
Streams and Valleys, an advocacy group for the Trinity River that sprang to life in the early 70s, started the push that helped make it all happen.
Well, fast forward almost 50 years, and amazing things are happening in and around the river. And the thing about it is, the river is everyone's.
It just sort of evolved over the years, and the vision kind of became clearer as we went along on how to develop all this property that we have.
That vision has led to the installation of more than 80 miles of trails, spanning from Benbrook Lake in southwest Tarrant County to Gateway Park in East Fort Worth. The transformation from a weedy, underutilized floodway to what we have today is amazing, and it's changing the culture of this town in a positive way.
We can invest a little bit more money and make that infrastructure serve more than just one purpose, more than just water supply, more than just flood control. It could also serve recreation. And so and we've seen the benefits of that.
We're becoming a truly active, outdoor, lifestyle engaged community. I think the river is a big part of it. You come out here on any given day, the river is something that belongs to everybody. You see strollers, you see dogs, on leashes, you see bicyclists, you see walkers, you see all age groups. And that's very, very different than just a few years ago, because now it's been a mindset change in Fort Worth. It is the most beloved park element we have in our city, and it runs through every backyard we got.
The added accessibility and change in mindset is getting some attention.
Attracting people and attracting businesses to the area is about creating a quality of place. Quality of place is about what we are doing as a community to make our community more attractive to outsiders, for them to be interested. And that recreation piece is huge.
Huge, yes, but getting here did take some time. It wasn't that long ago that businesses weren't that keen on setting up shop next to the Trinity River.
Say the word, get off the
fact, the Woodshed Smokehouse opened in 2012 as a pilot project. Located right off the trail near University Drive, TRWD built the structure housing the restaurant. World-class chef Tim Love finished it out and leases the property from the district. The question at the time, would people embrace it as a community gathering place?
Woodshed was an interesting experience. Woodshed was an opportunity to go ahead and educate as a pilot program. Would people really like to have something next to the river's edge? Because there are some questions about that.
When we built the Woodshed, that really turned it around because there were a lot of people that still weren't convinced they wanted to face the river. Now you got HG Supply that's right on the river, the Woodshed, Press Cafe, more and more restaurants and bars and things like that are opening up to the river.
And now office buildings and neighborhood developments are starting to catch on, and more are on the way. Indeed, the Trinity Trails offer the perfect setting for businesses to align themselves not only with the outdoor crowd, but families as well.
I think the next phase of the river is not only for the runners and the walkers and the bikers, but to provide more recreational opportunities for families and things like that. And this Press Cafe has done that. They've got yoga out here, they've got moms walking groups with their baby carriages and all those sorts of things.
It's a great way to give back to the Fort Worth and a great way to promote your organization. So we started doing free fitness classes and activities on Saturdays, just as a test, just to kind of bring the community together and promote health and wellness. So really it is a hangout destination on Saturdays and on weekends and throughout the week to kind of come out and enjoy the outdoors and jump on the trails and enjoy the river.
Hang out or work out, the choice is yours. Like running? You can catch a race on the trails almost any given weekend. If running's not your thing, no worries. There are plenty of excuses to enjoy the outdoors in other ways, and the Water District plays a role in making all of them happen. For more than 30 years, TRWD has sponsored winter trout releases in the Trinity as part of an urban fishing program.
30 years is a long time, but I think it's been a good deal. From the comments we have from the folks that live here in Fort Worth, they still like it and still want us to do it, so here we are. These fish are put in with the thought process that they will be taken out. It's a put and take program.
You got one real people.
Hey, my fish. Whoa.
Being able to come down here and take a fish that you would normally have to travel some distance to get is worth the time and effort of coming down here and doing it. Let's see it.
You could try your hand at fly fishing on the Trinity at the annual TRWD Fly Fest held in March. You don't have to be an expert to have fun at this event. You may not know it, but Tarrant Regional Water District plays a huge behind-the-scenes role at Mayfest, working with the City of Fort Worth Park and Recreation Department. Our crews participate in setup and teardown, and we are on the go throughout the event, making sure your experience is an enjoyable one. The 4-day festival at Trinity Park near downtown draws hundreds of thousands, and proceeds are directed back into the community to improve the quality of life for Cowtown residents. And who would have imagined this 10 years ago? Getting people to wade past the river's edge was always met with skepticism, but now it's a reality, in part thanks to the Trinity River Vision Authority.
It's made amazing changes to how people perceive the river because it's a very clean, high quality river. Didn't used to be that way, but we've invested, we've changed the quality of that river, but not everybody knows that.
Rockin' the River is a summer music concert series where you'll find a river full of tubers enjoying live music on the water. It's a great way to unwind, so come on out. The concerts, held on Saturdays, are free. On the 4th of July, it's TRWD at your service, with the Trinity River playing a star role. We're now coordinating the day-long celebration, which attracted nearly 80,000 guests in 2017.
The number one reason why I think it's so successful is because of the backdrop. People love our river. It's where they want to be, and I think it's just the beginning. This is what the people want, and TRWD has the opportunity to provide it. It's a special place to be.
A special place worth taking care of. That's why we host 2 annual cleanup events in the spring and fall along the Trinity River.
This river is important to us for recreation. It's part of our community, and it deserves to be clean.
It's kind of disheartening that, some people, they don't think about the environment. They don't think about the way things look. They just throw it out and keep on going.
What do you think about all this trash you're seeing?
I think that this is kind of disgusting, and that people shouldn't be throwing all their trash down here, because I'm sure there's a trash can somewhere.
I love cleaning up. We found some pretty funny things, but I love picking this stuff up. It already looks better, feels better. It's a better place to be right now because of the work that everyone's doing.
A cleaner river makes for a great place to play and paddle. Backwoods Paddle Sports at Panther Island Rentals offers you a chance to explore the city from the water. Hop on a paddleboard, kayak, or canoe and begin the adventure. You won't be disappointed with the spectacular views. And for kayak fishing enthusiasts, you might be surprised at how good the river fishing really is. You can check it out on your own or hook up with Trinity Bass Battle, which touts itself as a beginner-friendly social kayak tournament series in the heart of downtown Fort Worth.
And now, in the past 20 years, there's been a huge rebirth or awakening. We've completely gone from turning our backs and forgetting about this wonderful asset to truly looking out our front door and say, wait a second, this is the best thing we've got.
But it's not the only thing we've got. Over the years, TRWD has created some first-class parks and trailheads that will get your adrenaline flowing. Eagle Mountain Park, located in northwest Tarrant County, offers visitors a perfect escape from the urban scene. Once coveted by developers, the 400-acre park opened in 2008 and is now a spot for all to enjoy. It's pure Texas the way it used to look, offering miles of hiking trails and panoramic views of the lake. Definitely a place to reconnect with nature and get away from it all. On the south end of Eagle Mountain Lake, only 10 miles from downtown Fort Worth, grab your family and head out to Twin Points Park and Boat Ramp.
The beach is beautiful, the water's beautiful. We're into the 3rd year now of having a full lake basically all summer, and people are enjoying it.
And it's really nice, and there's lots of sand to play with, and the beach is more than like 100 feet long. And there's always lots of shells and treasures to find.
Hoping that it would bring in families and a lot of family reunions and things like that, and that's what we've seen. We've seen people booking the pavilions, having class reunions, family reunions, birthday parties.
Oh my goodness!
It's a mini vacation. It's a mini vacation in our backyard that a lot of people don't realize is here. I think they didn't realize there was something this close to home that felt like a destination, that felt like they were on vacation.
Twin Points Park is open Memorial Day through Labor Day, and the boat ramp, the best place to launch your boat on the lake, is open year-round. Whether you're looking to get on the water or just go for a walk, Marine Creek Lake Trailhead offers a spot to do both. Located off of Loop 820 by the Tarrant County College Northwest Campus, the 250-acre lake was constructed by TRWD in 1958 as a flood control structure. Now the lake is earning a reputation as a fishing hotspot, producing a lake record 13-pound monster bass in 2017. For those in more of an exercise mode, check out the 6-mile trail that winds around the perimeter of the lake. It's getting rave reviews and mixes wide-open views of the water with a more forested setting as you make your way around.
You ready? Everybody ready? Good, let's go.
Back in Fort Worth, one of the most spectacular additions to the Trinity Trail system, Airfield Falls Trailhead and Conservation Park. A partnership between the Water District and Westward Village, the park is a getaway to the only natural waterfall in Tarrant County and offers visitors a chance to detach from the stresses of urban life.
I think this park, again, is a great opportunity for both our military families and our civilian neighbors to come out and enjoy nature and enjoy some outdoor recreation. Maybe detach from our phones and our computers and our email and everything else.
The most important thing that organizes all the elements that we were given to work with, the jet, a lighting program, some park furniture, the conservation plans and so forth, is to make a space, to make a room that is essentially a kind of welcoming outdoor living room for everyone to enjoy.
I think it's fabulous. You know, I discovered this waterfall years ago because I'm a cyclist, and we've been bringing groups of people down here on our rolling town halls, and now to have the trailhead up here with the plane that celebrates our history, the butterfly walk, and then now into the waterfalls, it truly continues to make Fort Worth even a healthier, more engaged city, and it is spectacular.
So the next time you're out and about, you might consider adding one of these places to your list of destinations. Whether you like to walk, run, bike, or go for a boat ride, there's plenty of places to explore. Consider yourself invited to get outdoors. And stay tuned, there's more amazing stuff to come.
We are discovering this resource and the personal connection to it, and how to interact with it and how to be a part of it.
Well, I think it's great. I used to run on the trails all the time. I still bike on the trails. And it's just great to be out here and to know that we contributed to all this.
It's one of the #1 things that people go ahead and use, go ahead and get outside to make themselves healthier and enjoy community with others. When you look at what that means to everybody's everyday life, there's not a better gift or jewel you can give to somebody.
Moving to Fort Worth, I feel like that new high school student that gets to enjoy the new gym or the new workout facility, and I don't know anything different. I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. And all the other high school graduates are like, man, we didn't have this 2 years ago. You should feel so lucky.
The water district is still focused on making sure you have adequate water supply, adequate flood control, and we will never lose our focus on any of those missions. Never. The recreation adds to them. It complements those missions and just improves the quality of people's lives, enriches the communities even further.